Thank you for joining the Base Resources presentation for the One-to-One Mining Investment Africa virtual conference. Quick snapshot of Base. We're an Australian headquartered company in Perth, listed on the ASX, also listed on AIM in London. We've got the Kwale operations that we've had running since late 2013 that has been an extremely successful development. And we have the Toliara Project in Madagascar that we acquired in early 2018 to apply the learnings, expertise, capital base and people that we developed around Kwale as the next phase of the development of Base. The foundation for our business is the Kwale Operation, as I said. We commissioned it in 2013, having commenced construction in very early 2018. It's been very successful. It's outperformed all of the original design parameters for the project, being an extremely consistent producer. We're located 50 kilometres south of Mombasa, 10 kilometres inland. We had to build quite a bit of infrastructure for this project in terms of roads, power lines, dams, and that rather large tailing storage facility you saw before. The mining method at Toliara, at Kwale, I should say, is hydro mining, where we apply high pressure water to the face, create a slurry, and then pump that up to the plant. We started out dozer trap mining originally, and then realised a number of years ago the potential of hydro mining. And after an extended trial over 18 months, we've now moved exclusively across to that method. And it reduced our mining costs by about 30%. So it's been very successful. There's the tailing storage facility that's required at Kwale because of the high slime content in the ore. It's anywhere between 25 and 30%. The separation and storage methodologies proved to be extremely successful. You can also see from the nature of the environment we're in, which is tropical with 2 wet seasons, just how quickly things rehabilitate. So the wall of the tailings dam is now fully rehabilitated, and that area we showed just a minute ago was the South Dune, where we're progressively rehabilitating as we mine. So we're making good headway in that manner. The processing at Kwale is all conventional mineral sands separation technology. It's concentration with spirals to produce the heavy mineral concentrate, and then magnetic separation to separate the ilmenite, electrostatic for rutile, and then a more complex flow sheet for the zircon, involving several other magnetic and electrostatic stages, as well as wet tables and various other steps along the way, but conventional mineral sand separation. It's also proved to be a good learning environment for for Toliara. Even though Kwale has been very successful, there's obviously things that we've learned along the way that we're now baking into the design of Toliara. We have about a 50-kilometre logistics chain, if you like, from the mine down to our port facility. We have our own facility down there that's located on the south side of the shipping channel. Mombasa Port is on the main part of Mombasa Port is on the other side of the channel. So we're inside the port environment. We get to benefit from all of the infrastructure and tugs and the like, but we don't get caught up in the congestion in quite the same way as we would if we were using the port proper. We use this solely for ourselves. The shed holds around 100,000 tonnes of product, which has worked extremely effectively over 7 or so years now. We've basically had zero demurrage in that time, largely because we're in a protected port environment and also because of its reliability. Over the last 18 months or 18 months ago, in June of 2019, we made the transition from the Central Dune, where we started mining, and moved down to the South Dune, where we'll be mining through until late 2024. It's a lower grade deposit, so you can see our production volumes have dropped. But at the same time, over the last few years, we've been increasing the capacity of the mining operation so that we're now able to mine at around 19 million tonnes a year, and so still maintaining pretty high production volumes. The FY21 year is our lowest grade year, and we're on track to achieve that guidance. We're also looking at mine life extension around the project. We've got a few options that we're working our way through. The area in the green directly to the north is the North Dune. We're due to release a pre-feasibility study on that in early in the June quarter. It's very large, 171 million tonnes, but it's quite low grade at around the 1.5 to 1.6%. So we need to better understand that and see what that looks like. But we have a few other higher potential targets that we're looking to get ourselves into. We're also looking further afield in Kenya. Area of particular interest on the left-hand diagram there is the Kuranze area. We have a number of applications in for tenure there. The cadastre in Kenya has been closed while they cleaned up a few issues for the best part of the last 9 months. We understand that that's about to be opened up, and we hope to get active in that area over the course of 2021. Similar story with the area up towards Lamu. It's also quite prospective based on the ground reconnaissance we've done. Quite enthusiastic about getting in there. We've created a pretty sound financial platform for ourselves from the Kwale Operation. As at December, we were sitting on $75 million US in net cash. And that's after making our maiden dividend payment of around $30 million in October. I'll come back to that in a moment. We've got a very solid equity base in Aussie dollar terms, a little over 340 million as of today, with a very institutional register. The major shareholders, as you can see there, hold a little over 75% of the stock. I mentioned before that we'd commenced paying dividends. Our share price at the moment is 29 cents, and we paid a 3.5 cent per share unfranked dividend in October. That was a maiden dividend that we don't expect that was anything like a one-off. We fully intend that we'll be a consistent dividend payer, certainly in terms of payment. The quantum may move around depending on our need for cash to fund our long-term growth strategy. But we're very clearly pursuing two channels for delivering value to shareholders, both through sensible growth, but also through delivering cash returns to shareholders. And we expect to see that two-channel approach maintained. Which has set us up to get into Toliara. We see this as just an absolute world-class development. All the work we've done on it subsequent to acquisition in 2018 has reinforced our view that it is a world-class development project, and we think it's even better than we thought it was when we first acquired it. There's quite a good video on our website that's worth having a look at. Which really does lay out the concept for the development. It's very similar in many respects to Kwale in terms of logistics chain, flow sheets and the like. And what underpins it all is the Ranabe deposit. At the moment, the mineral resource is just under 1.3 billion tonnes at 5.1% HM. The DFS we have done for the project that we delivered in December 2019 was based on less than half that, which just what happened to be in the measured and indicated category at the time. And just that half was enough for a 33-year mine life at very significant production volumes, with ilmenite up around 800,000 tonnes, zircon at 53,000 and rutile at 7. So there's significant capacity or potential to expand this operation over time, given the size of the resource. And we expect that resource to just get bigger. We've done quite a bit of drilling over 2018 and 2019. And in the course of doing that, we identified that the ore body extends out to the west quite a bit further than was previously thought, based on the drilling done by the prior owners. There are some really spectacular hits, as you can see down the right-hand side there. We're busily building that into an updated resource, and we're looking to get that out in due course. But pretty obviously, this deposit is going to get quite a bit bigger. In terms of timeline, we see a 26-month period from a final investment decision to first product leaving the port. The critical issue with FID timing is the discussion, or are the discussions we're having right now with government on settling fiscal terms and implementing the legal stability regime that we need, the LGIM regime, that will underpin that FID. We're knee-deep in discussions around that at the moment, and certainly heading in the right direction. Then there's a whole series of processes that have either been underway in parallel or will restart once we reach stability or secure that stability regime that will head us towards an FID. At this point in time, we see the earliest practically will take an FID being around January of 2022, which will give us enough time to get that LGIM in place, complete land acquisition, finalise the funding arrangements that we've made quite good progress on, both in terms of debt and joint venture participation and the related offtake. So all the ingredients are well in process. We just need a few jigsaw puzzle pieces to fall into place, and we expect that in the coming months. Which brings us to sort of the overview, the wrap up of what we're about. We are all about delivering returns to shareholders and always have been. We've made that big step now to becoming a dividend payer. We're a team with a track record of delivery based on the Kwale Project. We've got that very high cash flow engine, that consistent engine that has extensional potential that underpins where we want to go. We have a reputation for excellence in all of the various aspects of our business that surround the operation, whether it be safety, community, government engagement, environmental management. We've developed a robust financial position from which to grow the business and deliver those returns to shareholders. We're definitely seeing a market in our sector that's supporting a need for new supply, and we think we're sitting towards the front of the queue, if not at the front of the queue, with the best development asset in Toliara that we think we can execute well. It's worth noting that the entire team within Base that brought the Kwale Project into operation is still with us. So as a team, we're not doing this for the first time, and really looking forward to the shape to Base that Toliara will bring. So thank you very much for watching the presentation. If you have any questions or would like to organise a one-on-one discussion, please get in touch with James Fuller, our Manager of Communications and Investor Relations, and I'd be delighted to take the conversation further. So thank you.